WYPA Up Radio with MC8. Steele and Big James has taken over the radio station.
Well, all right, y'all. All across the USC, Compton, Watts, Bay to LA. Pomona, California, from valley to valley, we represent that killer Cali. So if you keeping it real on your side of your town, you tune in to Gangster Chronicles.
Gangster Chronicles, we gon' tell you how it goes.
If I lie, my nose will grow like Pinocchio. We gon' tell you the truth and nothing but the truth.
Gangster Chronicles, this is not your average show.
You're now tuned into the real MC8, Big James, and Big Steele.
This is strictly from the streets.
Hello.
We represent the James.
I'd like to welcome everyone to another episode of Gangster Chronicles podcast. And I'm with my homeboy only tonight.
Big J.
You know, for the next 2 weeks, Aid is out there coaching this youth football team. You know, they got the little tour-a-days that they got to do. So he'll be gone today and next week, but he'll be right back after that.
Say what's up to my nigga, man. That's what's happening. Do your thing, man. I'm proud of you, you know what I'm saying? Do the show and all that, man. You know what I'm saying? And stay down with the kids, man. That's what we here for.
Yeah, and that person that you hear in the background is Mr. Samuel Monroe Jr., a.k.a. Caffeine, a.k.a. What's happening now, partner?
What's the deal?
I like that. I like that.
Man, you know, you was like the poster boy. You was like the poster boy for niggas to beware niggas coming back for revenge.
Yeah.
You was like the poster boy for that whole era, dog. You know what I'm saying? For niggas that might come back for that ass, you beat somebody down.
That was a get down.
Hey, but you know what the craziest thing about that is? The whole scene wouldn't have actually been like that. The Hughes Brothers, at that particular time, I was really heavy in trying to get my music out. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people didn't know I was doing music and wanted to do music. And I found out how to deal with Dick Griffey. Dick Griffey was over there. He was responsible for bringing out Babyface, The Deal, all them, and you know, and Babyface wound up buying the Edmonds building, turning it into Edmonds building over there, Solar Records. Mm-hmm. So, bam, I landed the role. You know what I'm saying? And I told the Hughes brother, I said, man, because I really wasn't privy to the movie scene. You know what I'm saying? I was fresh out of juvenile hall, so I was like enthused about it. I really didn't know, you can't just come on the set and say, hey man, I got somewhere to be. I got to be over.
Right.
I got to cut out. They got a schedule. They got time. You scheduled to be in here. So I was like, but I had a meeting with Matt Jones over at not Uptown but Motown. You feel me? At that time before it changed over, and I think BBD and all of them was over there. But we was just taking meetings. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And we wound up going from that meeting to ended up with Dick Griffey at Solar Records. But I told him, I said, look, I got a meeting with some music stuff. So the scene was supposed to be, I was supposed to do, say, which one of y'all's came? And go up to him. And it wasn't going to be a stomp out. It was supposed to be a regular squabble. We were supposed to squabble a little bit. Then he supposed to, boom, grab, in the projects where they hang the clothes out, you know what I'm saying?
Right, the clothesline.
Yeah. So he supposed to grab me, choke me out. They had a whole little thing to choke out, you know what I'm saying? He grabbed, choked me out, and they supposed to do some other shit, you know? Mm-hmm. It was supposed to be long and drawn out. But since I had that meeting, they was like, damn, how the fuck can we do? Okay, this is what we're going to do. You're going to say the line, and then, bam, he just going to boom, 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 take you to go down, and boom, and that's it. I said, okay, well, that's cool, because that did give me time. So it really, that scene, I don't think it would have had as much impact as it did as the real quick, man, who was this motherfucker walking up to me and boom, 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 boom,
right.
Boom, and the stomp out, boom, boom. They made an impact on the stomp out to make it bigger. You feel me? God damn, he just stomping. He wasn't even supposed to stomp that many times.
Well, you was lucky that you walked in the projects and was able to just get at the nigga in the projects. You kill you. That would have been a different scene.
Yeah, walking up on a nigga like that. So Yeah, that I always trip off that. Like, damn, you know, because that the impact that made that small role like that so big and massive to the world was, you know, his character. You know, he was as scandalous as a mother. Him and Old Dog. You know what I'm saying? But the women and people fell in love with his character of like, damn, I just want to see him, because everybody want that. You know what I'm saying? Everybody want to get up out the hood and do better. You know what I'm saying? Even if they don't want to say it, you know, they want to, you know, like, damn, if I want to get the fuck up out of here, man, I want to do something, you know, deep down. If they playing this role, you know what I'm saying? They hood or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But you know, who wants to stay in the hood and ghetto? You know what I'm saying? The
drive-by scene, did that shit feel good to you? Like just being when you had the drive-by, did Did that feel good to you? Like, man, this shit. I mean, if I'd have played that part, I'd have been like, shit, this right up my alley. I got hook, line, and sinker. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
you know what? And that's the reason why I was like, okay, yeah. I can dig it, because it wasn't just that scene where it was just left like that. It was a retaliation of, you know, the get back scene. I said, well, that's going to be very impactful. And how the Hughes Brothers played and they did it, it was genius. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it felt real good. You know what I'm saying? Because I think that was like my first time even getting off. It was real guns, but blank bullets. So you already know. It was like, ooh, this shit
feel good after the first squeeze. Shit, you gotta keep squeezing. Tell me, I know.
Yeah. So yeah, it was a cool scene fucking with them, man. The Tyrant, you know what I'm saying? But really, I didn't really see too much of nobody on the like, you know, set like that. I just did my part and got on and didn't realize shit. Everybody was in the 8, and you know, too short. I'm like, damn, all these motherfuckers in this motherfucker. I just did my part and, you know, and got on. But shit, didn't even know that Samuel Jackson was in that motherfucker. You know, I'm like, damn. I look back like, this shit is crazy.
Well, everybody don't shoot on the same day, though.
That feel me. Now, you know, as many films I've done, I know that. But coming in, that was my first shit, you know. But it really wasn't my first shit. It was my first film. But people don't know. They try to, you know, stick me with this gangster shit and this role. They, you know, people love me. But would you put something for me? I'm gonna do what I do. You know what I'm saying? I'm an actor, so I'm gonna do what you give me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I'm gonna play it to the fullest. So my first shit ever actually was Out All Night.
Right.
Out All Night, the Patti LaBelle show with Vivica Fox, Morris Chestnut, Dwayne Martin. I read my first lines ever, speaking role ever on TV was with Dwayne Martin and the sister on Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. She was guest starring on there. The oldest sister from Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, I was nervous as a motherfucker, but I had them real laughing. So comedy was my first shit. But for some reason, but it was the impact of Minister Society.
Right.
Yeah. That and Boys in the Hood was one of the iconic, you know.
You was going to set it off too, wouldn't you?
Yes.
Yeah, you was gonna set it off. You know, and I wanted to ask you, because you damn sure was like the thug of choice for a long time. When every movie, the motherfuckers that you just like, that's the scandalous ass nigga, I hope they get his ass. They was just making you that character for every movie, dog. Yeah. Do you ever feel like that you did too good a job?
Shit. Well, shit. You know what?
Because you sounded and looked just like a LA nigga when you was doing what you was doing. It was convincing, you know?
Saying that shit, well, I mean, you know, basically how you know, it's where you grew up. I grew up in South Central, you know what I'm saying? Los Angeles. Well, Nipsey Hussle did that same neighborhood, you know, same neighborhood, you know what I'm saying? The Nipsey younger than me, but Nipsey had a very, very good, big impact on.
Right, he did. That he did.
You know, he wasn't my little homeboy no more. That was you know, man. He was a man doing this shit, and he did very well. You know, I like how that shit played out. You know, that shit been going on. You know?
Right.
But you know, aside from that, shit, you know, that kind of threw me off a little bit. But
it's all good.
It's all good, man. You know, I wanted to ask you about. It seems in specific, man, Black Hollywood in specific, it's like you have all of these great actors, right? And they go on these runs, like, especially a lot of the brothers from the 90s, like you, Tyron Turner, and a host of other brothers, and it's just
what
like,
up, Tyron?
yeah, and it's almost like y'all got typecast to the point to where y'all had these roles that were so iconic.
Yeah.
It was almost like people were scared. Do you think do you think it was a little bit of bias going on in Hollywood?
Well, I mean, that's, it's what it is, Hollywood. People like to, some people, they could pigeonhole you on some shit, or keep doing it. Or just like what Jay-Z say, man, stop T-paining too much, because once somebody get on something, that's all they want to do. Right. Okay, I'm gonna put the T-pain. I'm gonna put the voice box on there. I'm gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? Like when Roger gets, speaking of, everybody want to do it.
Yeah.
Because they want to show that. But that's just hip hop. You know what I'm saying? You take a piece of this and let me see what my mix gonna be on it. My spin gonna be on it. But sometimes you can burn shit out. You know what I'm saying? It's time to do something new. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I don't think you can never burn out the role of a gangster, because there's so many, and it'll never go away. You need that gangster in a gangster film. You got to have one. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So,
well, like I'm saying, that's what I was talking about. Like my boy Willie D. You know what I'm saying? We said play the role to the thing. I didn't think I was gonna get the motherfucker in Players Club, because I was outside the door, when they say audition, right? And so the next person go in. So I was kind of cheating a little bit. I was kind of listening to say, okay, who in that motherfucker? I said, oh, that's Willie D from the Ghetto Boys. Who is that? That's Willie D from the Ghetto Boys. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, so he was in there. So all I'm hearing after he finished his scene in there, they laugh and they talking about shit, the tour and I'm like, damn, I said, he finna get his motherfucking role with Willie D, you know what I'm saying? Right. But, business is business, you know what I'm saying? So I just went in there and, knocked my shit back on how I did, and if it's believable, it's believable, you know what I'm saying? And, I was like, for sure he was finna get after Willie D. But it wasn't just about, the homie hookup or, my partner, I got to give you this role. Q was like, whoever knock their shit back the best and whoever bring the shit to the fore. And I like that, because that's business. Right. That's why I try to tell my partners, like, this shit, I don't want you to give me nothing. I want to work for what I've got. You know what I'm saying? If I got to work for it, if I ain't got to work for it, it ain't nothing.
Hey, let me ask you this question, though, bro. Because this is L.A., and I don't give a fuck. And it ain't just an LA thing. I guess it's a nationwide thing. Yeah. Whenever you are playing a character in a movie, motherfuckers in the streets ain't able to separate reality from fiction.
Oh, yeah.
How many motherfuckers did you have running up on you?
Man, I had girls in there talking about, can you rape me like you did that? I'm like, what? Wait a minute. I swear, it was crazy. But you know what happened? In the very, very beginning, I had to mature. Because, I ain't never, did this shit before. So after Menace came out, it's people like to, rag on you or, say little shit, And we walking through the, what's that shit? What Planet Hollywood and all that shit was, the City Walk. City Walk shit. So we walk through the city while we coming out the motherfucking movie and shit. And here goes some niggas, you know what I'm saying? Boom, stomping their feet. You just stomped out, I'm like, hold up, homie. Like, what's, right. We went into that on some real shit. Like, nigga, that's just a movie, nigga. Watch out, But all in all they was trying to do was say what's up. But they wanted to key in on that stuff.
Yeah, they wanted to do all the little extras and all that stuff.
And I forgot, like, really, homie, that's a movie. This not for real. And, what they trying to do, they clowning, but at the same time, they recognizing you. Feel me? I had to mature into that to say, when people say, oh, they stomped your ass out, I said, I said, oh, yeah, they sure did. You know what I'm saying? But I got me a check for it, homie. That ain't gonna happen real now, you know what I'm saying? In real life, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I had to start to separate the shit, the clowning. And some people, like some do, like some of my partners or that if there's some brawls around, oh yeah, there go Junior. There go Junior.
So you still the character.
All the movies I did, you go straight to the rape scene, but yeah, they go just boy, you throw. I said they niggas so cold, they want to salt it up with him. But that's how you identify, say, what type of nigga this nigga is. You know what I mean? Okay, there go Junior, huh?
Well,